having a bad month won't kill you, but not knowing why you had a bad month will kill you. We're in Q3, guys. We're halfway through the year. Everyone bring up your iCalendar or whatever you're using and go to the year view and just visually look at where we're at. We're Friday the 3rd of July, right? So we've already started this month. So we've got August, September, October, November, December. All right? So basically what you really want to do, like, you know, you hear me talk about all the time, like looking at the year and then breaking it down to a quarter and then breaking down in a month. And most of you guys right now are probably looking at your production from a monthly standpoint, right? And so essentially, you know, like when I say, okay, for instance, like Dave didn't have a great month. Tony didn't have a great month. There's a bunch of people that didn't have a great month this month, and that is fine, right? Having a bad month won't kill you, but not knowing why you had a bad month will kill you, right? So it's fine to, like, you know, have a bad month, have a bad week, but you gotta know why. And if you don't know why, that is the big issue. And so really, realistically, what you want to start looking now is like looking it down as a quarter. So what I would be doing, you know, over the weekend, maybe this afternoon, is now that we're 2 quarters into the year, right? Everyone's been at King Kong for those 2 quarters. All right, so look at those quarters and just figure out, okay, what was your revenue that you've done in the last 6 months? And then divide that by the 2 quarters to figure out exactly what you did in the quarter, and then have a look at what your average was for the month. Yeah, and then when you're looking at that, then you start to plan what this next year looks like. So if you look at the calendar now, right? So we've got July, we've got August, we've got September, we've got October. Typically speaking, things progressively get more difficult to sell around November and December. Who knows if that's going to be the case this year with everything that's going on, right? And also, who knows if that's going to be the case this year while we have this other, you know, arsenal in our pocket, which is QG, right? So it's we're going to see. But typically speaking, that's what you're looking at. So really, like, when you look at it that way, you've got kind of like, you know, three to kind of 4 months, 4.5 months of real production, super hard going after it and getting it done. And, you know, that's okay if you're gonna, like, the way that you look at it is you might, the reason why I said to you, Kai, before is that you need to recognize before the end of the month, okay, if you've had a bad week, so you can know where you're at. And it's the same thing with, like, you want to really have those stoppers where you can find out if you're having a bad week, find out why you're having a bad week. Like, if, for instance, like, you know, with you, Tony, if you found out, okay, look, I had a bad month because of my production, and my production that was created because I had a lot of other stuff going on in my personal life, right? And then so by the end of the first week, really need to kind of have a look at and go, okay, well, I had a bad week this week, right? And I'm gonna have a really bad month, and that's gonna really affect the amount of money that I can make unless I make a change this next week. And it's the same thing if you have a bad month. Otherwise, you're writing off the quarter. And that's so that, like, you just have to keep yourself accountable to those things, because it's insane that we're already halfway through the year. And we've been locked up in our houses for the last 3 months, right? And who knows how long we're going to be locked up in our houses for. So realistically, you know, I want you to start really shifting your focus is looking at a quarterly view and looking at what your production looks like for a quarter. And then, like, you want to, even though you're looking at it a quarter, you've still got those stoppers in every week, every month. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you click the like button and subscribe. We're dropping a video on YouTube every other day. And if you've got any questions about any of the content that I covered in this video, just basically leave a comment with hashtag #HeySabri in the comment section. And every week we're also trying to go through all those questions and get them answered. So go ahead, click subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.